Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today we are going to discuss the techniques, features, tips, and guidelines to write a descriptive essay for our O level English class. The code is 1123 and it's in paper 2, section 2. How to write a descriptive essay. Well, a descriptive essay tells what something looks like or what it feels like, sounds like, smells like, or tastes like. You can use language to create a vivid impression for your readers. So your language should be it is going to create a vivid impression. Your descriptions help to create a dominant impression, mood, or quality for your writing. Your descriptions may be objective or subjective. Now, what is a good descriptive essay? It gives a detailed picture of a person, place, or thing, has an opening paragraph that grabs the reader's attention and tells the topic of the essay. That means we are going to focus particularly on our opening paragraph, that it should be having a catchy beginning and it is going to be appealing. So we may start with the description of scene, we may start with an action, so it is going to impress our examiner. A good descriptive essay has middle paragraphs that provide details about a different part of the subject. It includes a closing paragraph that tells what the writer thinks about the topic, includes sensory details and figurative language. This third point is very important, that your descriptions should be having the sensory details related to our five senses and the use of figurative language, similes, metaphors, alliteration, personification. So it is going to help you a lot in making your descriptions appealing for the examiner. What to describe? As we have discussed earlier, that the sensory details that are related to our five senses. So we are going to focus on these five senses: touch, taste, sight, smell, and hearing. Here are some examples of imagery that you can incorporate into your descriptive writing. Number one is visual imagery. Examples are: the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in a palette of fiery oranges and purples. Number two, the emerald green leaves rustled in the gentle breeze, creating a mesmerizing dance. Number three, the majestic mountain peak pierced through the fluffy white clouds, reaching for the heavens. Then we have the auditory imagery that is related to your sense of hearing. Number one is the waves crashed against the shore, their rhythmic roar filling the air. If you're going to describe the beach, the sights and sounds of the beach, then it's going to help you a lot there. Then we have another example, that is the laughter of children echoed through the park, bringing a sense of joy and innocence. Number three, the violence haunting melodies soared through the concert hall, captivating every listener. Third is gustatory imagery. Example number one is the aroma of freshly baked bread wafted from the bakery, enticing passers-by with its warm yeasty scent. Number two, the juicy watermelon burst with sweetness, refreshing the palate on a scorching summer day. Number three, the tangy lemonade tingled on the tongue, leaving a zesty and refreshing aftertaste. Next is number four is tactile imagery. The soft velvety petals of the rose brushed against my fingertips, releasing a delicate fragrance. Remember that you are painting in words. That is your description. Next example is the powdery sand slipped through my toes as I walked along the beach, leaving a cool sensation. Number three, the rough bark of the tree scraped against my palm as I reached out to touch its ancient trunk. Then we have the olfactory imagery. Example number 1 is the air was heavy with the scent of blooming jasmine, filling the night with its intoxicating perfume. Number 2, the pungent aroma of freshly brewed coffee permeated the cozy cafe, awakening the senses. And number 3, a very beautiful example, the crisp autumn air carried the earthy scent of fallen leaves, evoking a sense of nostalgia. So it can be the ending of one of your descriptions also, that you are going to end your essay on a description. Then we have the emotional imagery. As humans, we all experience certain feelings. We are happy, sad, we are excited, we are angry. So what are the examples? Let's see. Number 1 is the anticipation hung in the air, creating a palpable tension that electrified the room. Number 2, the sight of her radiant smile warmed my heart, filling me with a profound sense of happiness. And number 3 is the haunting melody of the piano evoked a deep sadness, bringing tears to my eyes. So, again, it's going to have a great impact on your reader. So, remember to choose the appropriate imagery for the specific subject you are describing. Remember, by incorporating vivid sensory details, you can create a more immersive and engaging experience for your readers. Now, let's conclude today's lecture while making a mind map and revising all the techniques and features of a descriptive essay. Remember that this mind map provides a structure for your descriptive essay. Start by identifying your subject, whether it's a person, place, or event. Then consider the main aspects or elements that you want to highlight in your description. Under each main aspect, jot down sensory details and imagery that you can incorporate. This will help you brainstorm specific details that appeal to the senses and bring your subject to life. So now this is the mind map, a rough sketch, you may say. Descriptive essay, you have the subject, person, place, event, then the main aspects: sight, sound, taste, touch, smell, emotions, appearance, movement, weather, size, and shape. We have discussed all these points separately. Then we have the sensory details and imagery. We have discussed what are sensory details, what are the examples of imageries. We have the visual, auditory, gustatory, tactile, olfactory, and emotional imagery. Then is the organizational structure. That is how you are going to divide your essay into various paragraphs. So as we have discussed it twice or thrice, that you must have a catchy beginning or an introduction, hook your reader, and then overview of the subject. Then the body paragraphs, that is when you are going to elaborate your description. So you have to abide by the word limit, but you have to make proper paragraphs. Paragraph for each main aspect, supporting sensory details and imagery. Then we have the conclusion, summarize the main points, final impression or reflection. Last but not the least, let's discuss this famous quote about the description, the slogan of a descriptive essay, that is show, don't tell. What is this now? Now let's have a quick review of what is the definition of this phrase, show, don't tell. Show, don't tell is a creative writing technique that reminds writers to immerse the reader in the story rather than simply telling readers what's happening. Russian novelist Anton Chekhov has a famous quote: "Don't tell me the moon is shining, show me the glint of light on broken glass." If you tell someone about an event, they'll simply know the facts about what happened. Other words for telling include exposition and narrative summary. On the other hand, if you show someone an event through specific details, they'll feel like they experienced that event alongside the fictional characters who lived it. That is what we have already discussed, that is painting in words. Now consider the following example to make it clear to you what is meant by show, don't tell. Telling. When Mary failed her test, she was embarrassed. This is just what is being told. How to show it in an impressive way. When Mary saw the big red F on her work, her cheeks flushed. She crumpled the test and hid it in her desk, hoping no one noticed. So you can see both examples communicate the same point, that Mary felt bad about her test score. However, they communicate this fact in two different ways. Here are the exam questions for your practice. The questions that follow will help you to practice your own descriptive writing skills. Question number one is, describe your first impressions of a town or country that you visited. Question number two, some people enjoy being in a crowded place while others prefer somewhere quieter with fewer people. Describe your perfect place when you want to relax. I hope you have learned a lot. So that's all for today. Goodbye.